is that if you just use Hex and click on him, so your line runs towards him, casting Hex, right? If the Vengeful swap, right, as soon as the Kunga get into range, he will get Hex immediately. So a lot of pro teams, what you should do is that, or a lot of I guess beginner players using a line and Venge together, is that the Venge should swap, but before even the Venge swap, the line should already cast a Hex on whatever the swap target is. So right when he gets swapped, he basically gets hexed. And this is extremely important against heroes such as Storm, heroes that could pop BKB really fast, like a Shadow Fiend, things like that. Because a lot of times in more amateurish play, or if you're swapping in like a Earthshaker or something, what I always see, like the swap goes off, but the other team just says thanks, you just gave me a free initiation, I'll BKB up, or I'll just use my Earthshaker or I'll just Storm and zip closer to your carry, kind of thing. So yes, DGB is banana. Anyways, so I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys already know that, but just kind of a tip of advice for some of the newer players here. As we see the low Dark's Edge finish on the Faceless Void here. Let's see what that plays off here. It'll just give him using his Time Walk as a free escape mechanism. But I don't know. It's not gonna be too good. You gotta finish that creep, man. Maybe he was afraid of being ganked. Lich finally turned 11, so that Chain Frost at the beginning wasn't doing too much damage, but now Chain Frost should hurt a little bit. But if you consider a level 18 Necrolite with Shiva's hit, Mecha, and Healing Wave, I don't think it'll be enough. Let's see if there's gonna be some nice swapping action coming in from Nirvana China. Nirvana China looking to end their game right now, which is good. Good choice in my personal opinion. Let's see if there's gonna be some intense team fight coming on here. Both teams just kind of dancing back and forth. Keep in mind the Sentinel, the Scourge could initiate anytime they want with the combination of their Blink Dagger and Global Silence and the swap. But same thing with Scourge, of course Blink Dagger and Puck as well. But keep in mind Scourge have the same luxury with their Time Walk and everything. Let's see if they're going to go right now. Nirvana China smartly sending up their Necrolite. They're going to swap and Hex immediately on the Windrunner. Windrunner, actually, that wasn't a perfect Hex, but they will pick off the Windrunner here. Their Global Silence actually coming off. Both failing, absolutely hitting no one here. They're going to go for, oh my god, this Chain Frost is going to hurt. Chain Frost is going to do so much damage. They might get the Aegis. Yeah, they do get the Aegis off the Necrolite, but keep in mind Necrolite will be coming back fairly soon. They will pick off the Kunkka. No, they pick off the Witch Doctor, and they pick off the Void, and they will pick off the Kunkka. So just not enough damage. It looked good if that bow hit. If that bow actually hit, though, that would have been that fight would have been a lot closer than it actually is. But so a little bit of recap is that line, no, not line, Venge actually swapped, line hexed a second too late. If you guys paying attention, Windrunner actually got off his wind run, so he survived a little bit longer. Necrolite forced to use his ultimate on the Windrunner to kill him pop straight. Throughout all that, Global Silence was just cast, so they got, they had a lot of free time to kill off whoever they want to kill off. And then after that, oh, there we go. And then there's a nice swap into more carry. And Yafet is godlike. Cool. This game's over. These guys should just type out at this point. So I gotta say, Starsboba, very interesting strategy. I gotta say, I really admire them for picking up like kind of a suboptimal, if you will, not suboptimal, abnormal lineup against one of the best teams in the world. I gotta praise them for doing that. But I think the execution needed a little bit better, especially the Kunkka doesn't look too solid. I realize he's a lot better player than I am, but I guess after that hell yeah commentary, every Kunkka doesn't look too good. You know what I mean? But in all seriousness, Kunkka missed a lot of torrents, and missed I think 1 or 2 bolts as well. And when you have heroes setting up, with Chronosphere for you, you shouldn't miss kind of things like that. But it was, it's cool. And I also have to apologize for if I don't sound too energetic. I think I usually sound like hyper in my other commentaries, but in this game I don't sound too energetic. That's because I just got back from work and I'm tired, and also because I haven't casted a Dota game for a long time, and it's one of those things that if you just take a week off, like take 2 weeks off or something, you kind of just like, oh, what am I supposed to say, man? Yeah, Japheth's pro and cool. He got the blink dagger now. Well, after if you're out of commentating, like I guess training or pattern or whatever, if you don't commentate for a while and you just go back and start commentating, it's a little bit too hard. It's a little bit too hard. Sentinel's still not GGing despite losing 2 racks, but I think they will be forced to GG at this point after they lose the top racks here. Everyone from Scorching will be converging here, and they even have a pipe here. This Necrolite, wow, is farm. I mean, he's even healing his range creeps. How baller is that? Okay, they will get the tower. Okay, finally initiation Chronosphere. A nice ultimate from the Silencer, getting before the Chronosphere is cast. That's when you get the. That's when you want the ultimate to be casted, right when the Void blinks in, but right before he uses Chronosphere. So really well done by Scourge here, and they will just win this really fairly easily and thoroughly, convincingly. And Starsboba really need to go back to the drawing board here. And Yafik going in. He does have a Ghost Wand. There you go. Meanwhile, Venge does not, though. Silencer does not either. Oh, and he's going to lose a gem. Oh, and he's going to... Okay. These guys are just feeding to the tower. But I think both teams realize that the game is over. And, guys should type out, man. Serious. GG is called. Bring up the end game stream. Quick and dirty game. Again, commend the Sentinel for picking up this lineup. The Scourge really well responds by with the Necrolite pick, with the Silencer pick as well. I have to say DGC could have played it a little bit better. I mean, that last global silence that he did when the Void Time walked in right before the Chronosphere, he could have done that in every single fight previous to this. But I don't know, maybe he was maybe the spell was on cooldown, or maybe he was migrating elsewhere. But it didn't happen any other time before that. But I mean, could have played a little bit better. But it was very solid. Really, some nice kind of a textbook swap into hex combos from Yafit and Instance, and just really well played throughout from Nirvana. And if you look at Zoe, his farm is just insane. 33 minutes. That's definitely 6 a minute. And 33 minutes in, having a 6 per minute CS rate is just insane. And I think the Sentinel played it pretty well early game, but once the team fight, they have the better team fight. But once the team fight happened, they could not just match up to the Chinese, which is really odd. Like they have the better team fight lineup, but maybe because their laning was a little bit off. I definitely did not approve of Kunkka roaming for level 4, and then the Windrunner going up to mid lane, and then Lich was just hanging out there. Like they had really nice, interesting like heroes. But the execution was, it felt a little bit off. It definitely felt a little bit off. So, I hope you guys enjoy this kind of a straightforward commentary. I will be casting Game 2, and Game 2 is a really, really long epic game. And I think I'll solo that as well. And it should be fun. So, until then, until Game 2, this is Luminous signing off. GG.